Not really. I think it's just sort of given the group a bit of a sense of belief that we really can go all the way. I think we've been so close a number of times. It's just about playing a really good game, and if we get to that final again. So yeah, I think there's a bit of belief in the group that we can maybe go all the way this time.
Well done. Well, you can start with a warm at Loughborough. Well done.
Thank you.
Thanks, Laura. Thanks very much indeed. So that's the news from the toss here. Gabby Lewis has won the toss. They're going to have a bowl first.
Towards the middle. Any side, whichever side. Okay. Okay, stand by. Ready? 5, 4,
Sorry.
Okay.
What you
Do it again. 5, 4, 3.
Looking forward to some fabulous cricket in this warm-up game between Ireland and South Africa. It has been a gloomy morning here in Loughborough. We're at the university ground. It is a lush green, well-manicured outfield, so it looks like it's going to play well for shots. But in terms of the pitch is a little damp. It's been under covers all night and in the morning as well, and it's a little cold to touch as well. So Sorry. Looking forward to a fabulous game of cricket between Ireland and South Africa. It is the warm-ups for the ICC Women's World T20. When you look at the conditions, it's been a gloomy morning, but it is brighter right now, and we're just about to get underway. When we look at the outfield, it's lush green and well manicured, but when you look up at the skies, there is some cloud cover and possibly some rain coming through a little later. But for now, let's look at the surface. It's been under covers all night and all morning as well. So there is some dampness and it's cold to touch. So there should be movement in the air and off the surface, especially for the pacers. If you're a spinner, ideally you want to just keep it on the stumps. But as a captain winning the toss, ideally bowl first.
Good, how are you?
Yeah, good. Stay warm.
That one better.
It's 5.5 minutes to on air.
You know what we usually do? Like we just get a little selfie.
That one's just a bit high. I'm going to put a bit of I'm just going to fill in that one.
Yeah.
I'll just soil for that one.
Yeah.
Stump one has a sink it on it. I don't know, just some guy fucking popped up out of nowhere and told me it had to be done.
Just do some grounds. There you go, over. Nice one there.
We done at this end? Done total, yeah?
Welcome to the University of Loughborough here in the Midlands counties in England, and that is a very encouraging picture. The players are out warming up, and warm is the word that we're going to be using quite a bit. It's quite a chilly morning here in Loughborough. We've had early morning rain, we had overnight rain, but now the skies have cleared. It's a warm-up match in the ICC Women's T20 World Cup, South Africa against Ireland here at the University Ground in Loughborough. Well, the players were eager to get out because it's a cold, chilly day, and the players, you don't want to be cooped up in the confines of the dressing room too long. You want to be out there. Okay, let's have a look at the pitch that we're going to be playing on today.
Looking forward to a fabulous game of cricket between Ireland and South Africa. It is the warm-ups for the ICC Women's World T20. When you look at the conditions, it's been a gloomy morning, but it is brighter right now, and we're just about to get underway. When we look at the outfield, it's lush green and well manicured, but when you look up at the skies, there is some cloud cover and possibly some rain coming through a little later. But for now, let's look at the surface. It's been under covers all night and all morning as well. So there is some dampness and it's cold to touch. So there should be movement in the air and off the surface, especially for the pacers. If you're a spinner, ideally you want to just keep it on the stumps. But as a captain winning the toss, ideally bowl first.
Shivani Bhaskar, former United States captain, and with us on the commentary team with Phoebe Graham and also Anish Ghosh. Nadine de Klerk, who's been making name for herself in recent times as the finisher in the South African side, and Ola Prendergast. There's so many young faces in the Ireland side, and some household names for South Africa. Just a little while ago, I was out in the middle with the two captains. Ready for the toss here now with GS Lakshmi, our ICC match referee, who's keeping as warm as she can on a cold morning. Gabby Lewis, captain of Ireland, and Laura Wolfart, captain of the Proteas women's team. You've got the coin, Laura. Heads is a call, and Gabby has won the toss. Going to bowl first. Okay, Gabby, let's have a... Right, you decided to bowl first. Not a surprise, but why is that?
Yeah, I think just with the rain around, hopefully get something out of the wicket. And then, yeah, I guess just get what we want out of these warm-up games to be ready for Saturday.
Yeah, what do you... Essentially, I mean, you're going to play not just 11, I think you've got a squad, but what are you hoping to get out of a warm-up match?
I think just continue on the form that we've been in. We had a great tri-series last week and we were really successful in that against West Indies and Pakistan, so I guess it's just continue our momentum, playing that aggressive style that we're looking to do, and hopefully get a win.
Gabby, you've got a lot of young faces, young players in the team. What's the responsibility on your shoulders to bring them through?
Yeah, I guess just to guide them as best as I can. I think, they've made it easy in the last while. So, I guess just to keep it going, keep the spirits high, and, just be positive. Yeah,
be positive. All right, stay warm. All right,
exactly.
Thanks, Gabby. Let's bring Laura in here. Laura, you're going to have a bat first. At least it's looking a bit brighter. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, we're all right with that. I think we spent a lot of time bowling in our warm-up matches before this, so not too unhappy to have a bat before it maybe rains again. Hopefully you're able to put up a decent score.
The South African squad have got a lot of household names, players who've come back into the fold. How's the mix working out?
Yeah, it's been great having some of our older players back. I think the experience that they bring is sort of invaluable. Having played a lot of tournaments and spent a lot of time here in England, so just to be able to share their knowledge with the group. I think we have a really good mix of some good experience and some exciting youngsters coming through as well.
And the South African, the scrutiny on South Africa because you've come so close in recent years. Do you feel that pressure?
Not really. I think it's just sort of given the group a bit of a sense of belief that we really can go all the way. I think we've been so close a number of times. It's just about playing a really good game, and if we get to that final again. I think there's a bit of belief in the group that we can maybe go all the way this time.
Well done. Well, you're going to start with a warm at Loughborough. Well done.
Thank you.
Thanks, Laura. Thanks very much indeed. So that's the news from the toss here. Gabby Lewis has won the toss. They're going to have a bowl first. Yes, bowling first on a day like today, I think isn't not a bad thing. Phoebe Graham, former professional cricketer alongside Phoebe, this South African side. Look at some of the names who've been playing for such a long time.
Yeah, they've got a star-studded attack, do South Africa, with Ishmael coming back in, who's been bowling really nicely in the warm-up games against Australia, partnered with Cap, and then up top Laura Wolfart, who has been in tremendous form. I think it's probably the first time they go into a tournament with pressure on their shoulders and expectations from global cricket to go on and make the semi-finals. So they'll feel the pressure, but I think it's a really exciting opportunity for them, this tournament.
Yeah, some of those household names, they've been playing for a decade and more for South Africa, so there really is a nucleus of strong, heavy artillery there in that South African side. Class players. The Laura Wolfart sets the tone. She's such a wonderful exponent with a bat. Best cover drive in women's cricket, do you think?
I think best cover drive in cricket
Oh.
in the total game. It's such a pleasure to watch her bat, and I think the form that she's in the moment has been tremendous. So yeah.
Right, Ireland. Let's have a look at the Ireland side. Gabby Lewis, Orla Prendergast at the top of the order with Amy Hunter. What about this side? So, a couple of new faces in here, Phoebe.
Yeah, very inexperienced team with Ireland. They've got a couple of big names, Gabby Lewis, Orla Prendergast, who do need to carry the weight of the team and need to fire for them to hold a chance really to win any of the games in the qualifying stages. But a really exciting opportunity for them to be playing on the world stage and to put their names in the global stage again.
Louise Little there, the sister of Josh Little, the left arm quick for the men's team. Gabby Lewis, 66, Route 66 if you like, because she leads the way now. Gabby, her form in recent years has been it's been a flag bearer for Ireland and for the Lancashire team that she plays for, that 141 at the end of last season that she scored.
Yeah, it was a pleasure to play with her for the Lancashire Thunder, and she got the team over the line in the final against Hampshire and played a match-winning knock. She's a player that changes games and certainly dominates teams when she gets in, so a really, really key part of Ireland's attack.
On a day like today, and it is a little chilly, Eloise Sheridan and Claire Polisak are two umpires, and I would wager that they've got a couple of sweaters underneath those jackets as well. You're doing well. You've got a polo shirt on, and I've got two jackets on. But on a day like today, you want to try hard because you want to impress and you want to do well in a warm-up match, and yet almost you don't want to fire all your bullets too early in the tournament.
Yeah, I talk a lot about tournament cricket and peaking at the right time, not peaking too early, and it's about the team being able to find form, for South Africa in particular, work out what their formulation is going into the first game. They've got a huge first game against Australia at Emirates Old Trafford on the Saturday, the 14th of June. So for them, it's about finding formulation. For Ireland, I think it's about finding confidence. So two very different tacks that will be taking place in those two camps as to why these warm-up games are important.
And I think they become more important. It's a huge tournament, the two groups, and Ireland in the group with England, New Zealand, the defending champions, Scotland, Sri Lanka and the West Indies. Ireland have won the toss here. They're going to bowl first. I think South Africa, Laura, just before she came to the toss to the middle, said we're going to play 11 players. Ireland have got the facility, they can play 12 or 13, so it is a warm-up parameter that we're dealing with.
Yeah, I think for South Africa they are looking to play these games with true match competition, whereas Ireland are still trying to give squad opportunity and find out who their 11 are. South Africa have played a lot of cricket throughout this summer, or throughout their summer, our winter, so they're really finding their feet here now.
Yeah. Sune Luz, who has been such a central component for the Proteas women's side. Strike rate is reasonable at 113, but she is such a player with bat and with ball, and she exudes confidence. And this captain, Laura Wolfart of the South Africans, with a strike rate of 122, heading towards 3,000 T20 international runs. She leads by example, a wonderful cricketer. Amy Maguire, Early days in her career, 18 wickets at economy is reasonable at 7.7. 3 for 30, her best. So can be a bit blustery here. It's not as if it's like one of those grounds where you've got big stands around to shield you from the wind. So I expect the ball to swing a little, and as Shabani Baska said, you're going to see something coming off the pitch as well. There's a bit of grass on this pitch.
Yeah, the pitch is certainly in the bowler's favours, and a good toss for Ireland to win here.
I think you might just see a few deliveries early on. Might just be a few warm-up deliveries. It's chilly today, isn't it?
It is, and there's pressure as well for young Maguire to find a line and length early against Suneluz and Wolvart. They're not going to give them much.
It's got the line wrong here. You can't stray down the leg side, not if you're going to bowl slow with the brand new ball.
You can see already the ball holding up in the pitch. It's very damp out there. Gavin Lewis said to me earlier that the team were playing hangman in the changing room when they got the notification that it was an 18-over game, so it took them by surprise. And it is mornings like this, you need to be ready to play and hit your lines and lengths from the very go.
Better line. I think as a left-arm spinner, you've got the brand new ball. You've got to bring the stumps into play.
Could I give you this to try?
Certainly do, and left arm playing a key part of the whole global tournament. We're seeing so many left armers come through in this T20 format.
Yes, Ames, yes, Ames.
England looking to maybe even play 3 left armers.
Again, it's drifting down the leg side. It's not giving the keeper much of a chance. Just keep an eye on the umpire. Was there anything on that? No? There's yeah, a couple of runs.
Yes, Ames, yes, Ames.
Even though it's a warm-up, there'll be some nerves. You know, you're a young player, you want to start and make an impression straight away.
Yeah, for warm-up games, it's very different for different players in the squad as to why they're playing this warm-up match. For Suneluz and Laura Wolvart, it's for getting a feel of the pitches in England, for seeing how that they can build innings. They've very much got a shoe in the door in terms of their position in the pitch.
Good aim, very good.
Okay, so the first over's done, and South Africa put into bat 7 for no wicket.
But for some of the younger members of the squad or people out of form, it's an opportunity to really put your name in the hat, and that's where Maguire will know it's a key opportunity for her. She's been given the ball as a young left-arm spinner to try and make an impact in this game. You pick the wicket of Wolfart and Suneluz, all of a sudden you're the first name on the team sheet.
Suneluz has, over the years, she's worked her way up towards the top of the order. Here she is opening with Laura Wolfart. Seen Tasman Brits. Actually, Tasman Brits could walk from here, from the cricket ground to the athletic stadium, because she was a magnificent javelin thrower, wasn't she?
She was, yeah. Turned to cricket much later, and it was javelin her initial sport for South Africa.
Alana Dalzell. A little bit more pace coming here from Alana, so that Amy Hunter, the keeper's obviously standing back.
There's a bit of green on the wicket as well, so I'm excited to see the seam today, to see what movement comes off the pitch. I think we'll see a little bit of nip and swing early doors, which is always exciting as a seam bowler to see.
Oh, shape. Nice hint of some outswing.
South Africa haven't played Ireland for a long time, so in terms of knowing these bowlers, what they do, it will be learning on the job for Suneluz. When they come up against the likes of India, England, Australia, they play them so frequently that they've got solid plans against them. But there's only so much footage that you can watch to understand what Dazzle does. So it'll be learning on the job here for Luz and Wolfart.
So immediately Suneluz is playing the unorthodox, just a little swat from way outside off stump.
Yeah, Dazzle followed her, didn't she, with the ball, but Sune Luz was adamant to hit that region. It's a clear boundary option with Fine up in the ring. You can see here she steps across and manages to shovel that through to Fine.
So now as a bowler, you've got to work out, okay, so I've just pitched that 1.5 foot outside off stump and I've given 4 back at a square leg side. Where do I go next? Well bowled. I think that's a good follow-up because Sune Luz is coming down the pitch at her as well.
Well, the reason why she's got that fine leg vacant is because she shapes the ball away from the right-hander. But by not having anyone in fine leg, it stops you bowling straight. So that's why she had to follow Luz across the stumps there.
Gabby Lewis standing at slip alongside Amy Hunter. Oh, she's done it again. That is very well played by Sune Luz. She's got the measure of the bowler here. So the pressure now on Alana Dalzell to get a line right.
Yeah, line wasn't too bad there. It was just the innovation from Luz. Luz coming across the stumps again and having that free vacant area, and it being a shot that Luz plays so well, it almost feels like it's free money for South Africa here. They're just having a little bit of a chat with the bowler, Dalzell, but she's still going to keep that area vacant. Slip staying in place.
She's either got to look to bowl it much fuller, because Sune Luz, you can't play that shot if the ball is full. At the moment she's playing it on length, and there's not much pace from Alana here. She's got to be very careful now, because that fine leg, as you're quite right, Phoebe, still up inside the circle. Ooh, that little run away. It's another boundary. Bit too much width on offer this time.
Yeah, not a good ball there by Dalzell. And Sune Luz just able to step across, use the width of the ball and guide that down to third. Dalzell being hit for 3 boundaries in this over. And I think it's really a case of what are her boundary riders for. She's got a deep extra cover, but she hasn't bowled particularly full at all. Really defensive with a field of backward deep point and deep extra cover, and with that field you need to be bowling full. There's a slip in play, so she needs Luz to be driving here.
Better. That's exactly what you're saying, Phoebe. 2 gone, South Africa 19 for no wicket.
Yeah, Sune Luz able to capitalise on that over and show some innovation, but probably not the sharpest over from Ireland. And I think despite that idea of being safe with your field and having the deep extra cover, the deep point, it's being really clear what you're trying to execute. If you're going into the wicket, your deep extra cover is no use whatsoever.
Good point you've made about the field, in that you've immediately gone to your plans, right, and it's a defensive field, a backward point and a deep extra, which you've got 2 fielders almost wasted. But it's Arlene Kelly now who's going to come on here. Good economy rate of 6. You're happy with that through 67 matches, 5 for 12, her best. We don't quite know what bowling's going to be effective on this pitch. It's been under the covers for hours, since yesterday. Right, Laura Wolfhart's had the best view in the house so far from the non-striker's end.
Very good,
Oh, Wolfhart watches that onto the bat. Some really nice shape there from Kelly into the right-handed Wolfhart. And Wolfhart plays that really late under her eyes. Sign of a batter that's in some great form.
Also the sign of a batter who knows how to lay out her stall, set the stall out for a long stay. Bowled. It's a better length, it's fuller and it's straighter.
Well, yeah, she's challenging the stumps, which you need to do early doors in the power play, but Wolfart was able to open up the leg side there. She's anticipated the swing. She won't have faced much of Kelly throughout her career, so really taking into consideration the conditions here. It's very overcast, so going to get that extra bit of swing is Kelly.
That is some shot. It really is. Out of the middle of the bat for the first 6 of the innings.
Slightly over-pitched, and Laura Wolfart puts her hands through that ball and strikes it wonderfully. Tell you what, that's straight down the fairway from Wolfart. Clears the rope. So good to watch.
Ooh.
Great effort, Arlo, great effort. Yes, Arles, yes, Arles.
Such a good shot, this, from Laura Wolfart.
I think it might go down as a drop in the book, though. Comes out the middle of the bat and just gets a palm on it, the right hand. The fielding coach will be noting that down as a drop.
Wolfart is using that swing. She knows that every ball with this action from Arlene Kelly is going to swing back into her.
Much better field from Kelly. She's really clear with the shape of her delivery and where a good length ball is going to be hit, and that's out into the deep mid-wicket and deep square. So a good length ball there, just goes for 1.
Bowled, well bowled. That swing just coming back under the pads. 3 gone, it's 26 for no wicket.
Like angle, not huge much. Is that middle? Thank you. And is that?
So in this warm-up match here at Loughborough University on a chilly, blustery day, Ireland against South Africa. Ireland have won the toss. Gabby Lewis, the Ireland captain, said we'll have a bowl first. We've seen the ball swing, and we've seen Laura Wolfart especially with a glorious 6, and Sunny Lewis, who's improvising, and it's a good start for the Proteas.
Yeah, Dalzell's staying with the same field, deep point, deep extra cover, and that fine leg is vacant. It's a questionable field. We'll see how she goes against Wolfart.
Oh, yeah.
Much better then.
Very good, Arles.
Phoebe, you opened the bowling for many years. What would your first thoughts be on a morning like this with the new ball?
Well, I'd be rubbing my hands together to start with, because there was some green on top of the wicket. It's grey, it's overcast, so the conditions are in the favour of the bowler. It was a toss that was well won by Gabby Lewis.
Right on.
It's bowled and well played again. And yeah, I think it's about being ready when there's a lot of rain around. You can get distracted. Gabby Lewis was talking about the hangman that they were playing earlier in the changing room. But you know that you want to be bowling with that new ball and making the most of this power play, trying to make the batters play as much as possible and being as brave with your lengths, getting it full and getting both Sunny Lewis and Laura Wolfart to drive.
Bit of width on offer, and that's one of the 2 fielders. You've got almost like a deep extra.
Very good, Daddy, very good.
You're going to get a more orthodox approach from Laura Wolfart, and yet, having said that, she's already spanked the 6 over long on. It was a wonderful stroke. Gabby Lewis there at slip.
Yeah, steps across the stumps there, does Wolfart, and she's just getting a little bit frustrated. You can sense that her strike rate is below where she likes it this stage of the game. She's 11 off 9, and 6 of those runs came from that beautiful strike down the ground. Just trying to create something here.
gone after it again, and it's just over the head of mid-on. And it's such a refined stroke from Laura Wolfhard. You could see her playing this on any golf course. It's a beautiful swing of the bat.
You can see from Laura Wolfhard, though, she's frustrated with that. It didn't come straight out of the middle of the bat. It just cleared the ring. And she's a perfectionist, is Wolfhard, when it comes to her batting. So she wants to see that clearing the rope, not just the ring.
Look how far down the pitch Laura Wolfhard has come. She's walked at the bowler. 32 for no wicket, 4 gone.
So far, George, 2 balls in the next over.
So you're even up as well.
Happy? Do you think it's from one thing to go along but and swear? Or are you trying to go back left?
I think I don't know if it's on
So very good start this for Laura Wolfhard, captain of the Proteas women's side, and in this warm-up match, Arlene Kelly for Ireland. Yeah, I think, Phoebe, the point you've made, I like that there. If you're bowling a full length and you're bringing the stumps into play, it's a risk. These are best of 98 not out in T20 eyes. Just don't want to lose your line down that leg side.
It's good running by the South African pair. These two have batted a lot together, of Wolfhard and Brits, and know each other like the back of their hands. So great single off the mark by Brits. Just watching the shape that Kelly's getting here, helped by the overcast conditions in Loughborough.
And it's going to be 4 despite the dive. Arlene Kelly struggling with her line a little, but she has taken the first wicket here. Sune Loose, who was looking dangerous.
Yeah, it's a great strike that by Wolfhard. Goes inside out and goes up and over extra cover. A shot that Sune Loose tried to play, but because of the shape coming in, got a thick outside edge and was taken in the covers. So that's the risk going on the offside when the ball's swinging into you.
Goodness, that's a good looking shot. That has been absolutely whacked over long on. Catch the spirit, catch the ball. You're not going to inside the ropes. Laura Wolfhard is looking very dangerous here for South Africa.
Now that is a gorgeous strike, isn't it? That's Wolfhard at her best. Steps across, gives herself the freedom with her arms. So good.
It's a treat, it's a privilege to watch a batter of Laura Wolfhard's class here at Loughborough. And if I was a student here at this university, I'd be getting down here fast to watch. 47 for 1, 5 overs gone.
Ladies, any choice for drinks?
Sorry, is that off?
It's a little bit away from. Team, we want to square.
.47 for 1 on the board for South Africa in what is their first warm-up ahead of the 10th edition of the ICC Women's T20 World Cup. New bowler Dempsey into the attack, and she starts off with a wide as I'm joined in the commentary box by former USA captain Shivani Bhaskar.
Hello, Anisha. It's been a good start for South Africa. Sinelise and Laura Wolfhard. Good opening partnership. Got the side going. Now Brits has come in.
Driven, should pick up a single. Tasman Brits gets off strike, and in comes Laura Wolfhard. She looks in pristine touch, doesn't she?
Yeah, she always does. isn't it, Anisha? Just the way she's played, and it hasn't been just the offside shots, their cover drives. She's used her feet well to get across the line and access the leg side today.
Has had a prolific run at home as well as in New Zealand, leading into the tour of England and Wales. Scoring runs for fun is the South Africa captain, on strike now, up against Dempsey. Oh, nicely bowled that one. A Yorker, well executed. We've not seen that yet. The first one right on the money from Dempsey.
Execution on point. Line also right on middle stump. She has a slightly slingy action. So an added challenge.
Charges down the track and gives it a Humpty. That should be scurrying to the ropes for 4 runs. A shot of authority from the South Africa skipper. And she hairs along nicely into the 30s now.
And with that boundary, the 50 comes up for South Africa as well. A decisive footwork has been on display from Laura Wolfart. And just the way she holds her shape, holds her shot. It's incredible to watch, a treat.
He's laying down the marker here in the warm-up stretch of the World Cup. Use of the feet once again, square driven exquisitely, beats the fielder, back-to-back force for Laura Wolfart.
The first one straight down the ground, this one towards point. Her wrists are so good, placement exceptional. And of course, as always, her timing.
Tell you what, her batting idol, Meg Lanning, would be proud of that stroke. The way she bisected the field. On the money once again. Expensive start from Dempsey. This time, Wolfart goes leg side. Should be just a single run. But it's been an expensive 11-run over already.
With one ball to go now, Tasman Brits gets an opportunity.
Good James.
38 of just 18 for Wolfart. There's a big 6 to go to start over long on. And then a flurry of boundaries off her bat.
Played slightly uppishly. Pushes for the single, direct hit. And Brits could have been in trouble. But that throw wasn't quite on the money. End of the 6th over, power play done. South Africa 59 for 1.
Yeah. We'll have 2 drinks breaks. Ah.
Drinks have been called into the middle. It's hydration o'clock. Time for both the teams to recalibrate and get their tactics in place. have started off aggressively in this there as far as Ireland and their bowling deployed on the defensive side, and the only breakthrough that has come of the bowling the globe often running backwards from
Arlene Kelly, an important cog in this Irish wheel. A brilliant catch. Swirling winds as the ball comes down. Hard to judge exactly where it's going to come. Stokel did exceedingly well to hold on to it. After the drinks break, Amy Maguire comes back.
Diffidently maneuvered by Tasman Brits, who's been something of a spectator, a quiet one at that, so far in this innings, in this partnership with Laura Wolfart. Trust her to take the aerial route sooner rather than later. Oh, comes down the track, easy stumping for Amy Hunter, and right on cue comes another wicket right after the drinks break, and it's curtains for Tasman Brits, out for just 3 runs.
Beautifully bowled by Amy Maguire. Tossing it up. And enough turn to beat the bat of Tasman Brits. Good work behind the stumps. Takes the bails off in a flash. Brilliant. Good combination between bowler and keeper to get Tasman Brits out for 3. South Africa now 2 down for 59.
Very good, Ames, very good.
Honorary Dirksen, one of the young stars on the global cricketing landscape in the women's game, out in the milling, joining hands with his skipper, has had a lean run leading into this tournament. Gets off the mark, first ball, noddled it into the leg side. She's been on a single-digit scoring run, so to speak, even in the unofficial warm-ups against Australia, and also in the latter half of the India series with South Africa 1-4-1.
Good understanding between the two batters, but an opportunity for Dirksen to find some form. We know what an asset she can be to this side. Tall pacer. And we know she has the game with the bat. We know she has the shots.
Oh, nicely bowled by Amy Maguire. Been a terrific second over this from the left arm spinner.
She's found her line as Maguire.
Oh, is that a drop chance? A great over nonetheless, just 2 runs coming off it, and the big wicket of Tasman Brits. End of the 7th over, South Africa 61 for 2.
Gabby, with bowlers, if they're going to bowl both, they've got to stay on.
The pace from Amy Maguire has been exceptional in this over. The reaction says something. But out just after the drinks break, brilliant from Ireland.
Yeah.
Another bowling option, a new one introduced into the attack this time. Laura McBride. Captain Gavi Lewis herself back into the mix after being rested in that recently concluded tri-series, clearly backing her spinners to do the job in what have been blustery overcast conditions. Oh, pushed onto the back foot, easy single up for grabs for Laura Wolfart. And this is such a big opportunity for both these teams, right? You have the 5th ranked South Africa up against the 9th ranked Ireland. One team, of course, has gone on to become something of a serial runners-up in ICC Women's Global Tournaments. In the past 3 editions, I'm talking about South Africa and Ireland themselves coming through the global qualifiers routes, along with Netherlands, Bangladesh and Scotland. Oh, tried replicating that delivery from Amy Maguire. Once again, the glove work a little suspect from Amy Hunter.
They've slowed it down. Maguire and McBride. And that means the batter has to generate the power and also find the timing. Slowing it down and keeping it there and thereabouts, right there on off stump or fourth stump. That's done the trick to slow the scoring down.
A short arm pull from Laura Wolfart, and she bisects the field almost, but great fielding on that occasion.
Very good, Mo.
Intercepted it just in the nick of time, kept it to just a couple of runs.
Love your work here, Lara.
Alice Tector, the commitment. Running at full tilt, puts in the dive and pulls it back.
Pulled away once again, this time to deep square leg. Wolfart not taking the aggressive option any longer. She's happy to step on the back foot somewhat, literally and figuratively alike. That brings Dirksen on strike for the last ball of the 8th over. McBride been very good so far. Short ball dispatched into the leg side, challenges the fielders once again. This time Dirksen bisects them with aplomb, picks up her first boundary of the innings. End of the 8th, South Africa 70 for 2.
Yes, Ames, yes, Ames.
Copy, thank you.
Sorry, Kaz, do you mind going? Yes, Ames.
Good end to the over. Anne-Marie Dirksen. Quick feet. An impeccable placement.
Wolfart sashays down the track, but finds her opposite number at short cover.
Yes, Ames.
Maguire into her 3rd over. Spears this into the pads, lofted. But there is protection in the deep mid-wicket corner. Just a single coming off that one.
Another thing Maguire has done really well is bowl the arm ball. The one to Tasman Brits, gripped and turned. This one, the arm ball. So not just the pace, but the amount of turn has made a difference.
Yes, Ames.
And now just dealing in singles and twos, the odd boundary.
South Africa scoring at close to 8.5. Wolfart, one big shot away from a half century.
Yes, very good. Very nice, Amy.
South Africa eyeing their first victory, a title triumph in ICC Global Tournaments in the women's game. Comes down the track, doesn't quite middle that one. A single is all she'll get.
Yes, Ames.
Last ball of Maguire's 3rd coming up. Dirksen on strike. She already has a boundary to her name. Swatted. Enough power in that stroke, but the placement, the stamp of precision missing on that occasion. 9 overs gone, South Africa 74 for 2.
Yes, Lara, yes, Lara.
McBride continues to operate from the commentary box end.
No!
Tried cutting this one away, but crammed for room.
Very good, Lara, very good.
After the drinks break, Ireland have found a good line and length, a good rhythm. They found a couple of dots and kept the scoring rate down.
Ball keeping a touch low on that occasion,
Yes, Kaz.
but Dirksen does well.
Good, Lara, good, Lara.
He got a single nonetheless. We've seen that happen a fair few
Very good,
times in
Lara.
this innings. Something that you had perhaps predicted in that pitch report of yours. The damp conditions won't be easy for the batters to get a measure of the deliveries here. Innovation from the classical Laura Wolfhard, hey?
Good, Lara, good, Lara.
Well down leg slide.
Yes,
Wide as
Lara.
well. Just looking to help it along. Doesn't connect on this occasion.
Oh, yes, Lara.
More conventional this
Very
time
good,
from
Lara.
Wolfhard.
Good
That's probably the
see.
next frontier in her batting evolution, right? The laps, the
Yes,
cheeky
Lara, yes,
scoops.
Lara.
She has it in her arsenal. We just haven't seen it as much because she hasn't needed them.
Goes leg side, does Dirksen.
Very
Not
good,
able to
Lara.
find the boundary. Ireland have done well to wrestle the momentum back
Good,
somewhat
Lara, good, Lara.
as we inch closer towards the 10 over mark. Shuffles across.
Very good, Lara.
Once again, the momentum wanting in that stroke.
With Ireland, as you mentioned, really
Very good,
wrestling
Lara,
things
very
back,
good.
slowing the scoring down. It's been a good phase of play for the bowling side.
Waiting.
Short ball straight to the point fielder. A dot ball to conclude the 10th over. South Africa 79 for 2.
Thank you. Right up over?
Yeah.
Hey. Lara, will you take a break, please? You want it? Kaz?
Yeah, is that okay?
Just the one swap, yeah, that happened.
Sorry.
That's okay.
No,
That's
there's two. 44 has gone off and
9?
numbers 8. Yes, 9. And do you have anything else?
No, that's all good.
Okay, do that, yeah.
You're
Can I maybe give you my jersey?
Well, this is a very good start for South Africa. Put into bat.
I'll hold it.
Laura Wolfhard is leading from the front here, 47 from 28, 10 overs gone. It's a match that's reduced to 18 overs per innings. Phoebe Graham alongside, former professional opening bowler, itching to get a bowl on there, I would have thought, Phoebe. I think Laura Wolfhard has worked out the pace of this pitch, hasn't she?
Yeah, it's
Yes,
not a
James, yes,
simple
James.
wicket to play on, and she's worked it out. It's swinging quite a lot still because of the overcast conditions, and she's capitalising on length more than anything as
Yes,
Wolfhard.
George.
Such a good player and able to adapt it to the conditions really quickly within this innings.
One of the young players here now for Ireland, Georgina Dempsey. Ooh. She's got away with that, has she? Yes, she has. Just the single. A gentle full toss normally gets put away.
Yes, very good, Eugene, very
Yeah,
good.
Wolfhard didn't take full advantage of that. Just looking at the groups here, so Group A,
Yes, George.
South Africa have a tough group with Australia and India both in the group,
Yes, Jeans.
accompanied with Pakistan, Netherlands and Bangladesh. And then Group B is where Ireland will play and face England, West Indies. Much better return there by Dempsey.
Good, Jeans, good, Jeans.
South Africa have a tough group, don't they, to try qualify for those semi-finals.
They certainly do.
A lot of pressure on them since making the 50 over World Cup final against India.
Nice take, Amy Hunter. And runs just leaking the boundaries here, Ireland. To all intents and purposes, it is a warm-up, and yet you want to get everything in order. You want to get your bowling, your lines, your lengths right early on in this match. Warm-up it is, but you don't want to leak too many too early.
Well, Dempsey struggling to find a length here. That was over pitch to Dirksen. Much better there from Dempsey.
Just 21 years of age, Georgina Dempsey, Alice Tector, another of the young cricketers in this side, 18 years of age, and the Tector family, of course,
Good, George, good, George.
is just embedded in Irish cricket, with Harry playing for the men, the senior men's side, Jack and Tim, bowled. Should be out, it was a chance.
Well, ball, Jeans, very good.
Is that Christina Coulter-Riley out there? It was a chance, and you've got to take them when you've got somebody like Laura Wolfhard and Annalene Derksen.
Yes, Jeans, yes, Jeans.
Wolfhard, full strike of the bat, doesn't quite get all of it. She never got herself into a good position there in the deep. But they're the half chances you have to take with batters like Wolfhard.
Another chance. Oh no! It's Ava Canning out there at mid-on, long on, and I think she might have just damaged her hand here. It's 11 overs gone, 91 for 2.
That was her second chance there to get Wolfhard, and a real simple opportunity. So simple, they didn't even run a single there. Wolfhard just watched that.
Amy.
South Africa put into bat Laura Wolfhard, the captain who plays so many inspirational innings.
Oh, yes, George.
Annalene Derksen giving her good support here. This partnership now is taking South Africa just short of the 100. And there's so many hitters to come for the South Africans. They really do have some big hitters in their squad.
Yes, Amy.
Waffle.
Can I have legs down, please?
Put legs down there.
Yes, George.
100 up for South Africa. They've done well. 12 overs. We're into the 13th over.
They are striking at 8 and over here. I think with some of the players that are sat with the pads on not far from us will be itching to get out there. I'd like to see them accelerate through the final 6 overs here.
Yes,
Projected scores at the moment. If they go at this current run rate, they'll finish at 144. I think they'll look to accelerate and try and go at 11s in this final set, which would take them up to 159. Currently 101 for 2.
It's a slower delivery, and you could see how Laura Wolfhard had to wait to play the shot. She gets 4 for it.
Here you go, George.
Yeah, she played that really nicely, did Wolfhard. Had to wait a long time for that. And muscled through that drive straight. Full extension of the bat. Best cover drive in world cricket, isn't it?
Up and over. Over the head of mid-off, and it's consecutive boundaries for the skipper.
Have a drink as well.
She's found a flow here today as Wolfhard. That is a wonderful strike. I think with that there's a few retirees. What a strike. That is a batter in form. She's strong over the offside, but to go up and over mid-off shows how good a form she's in.
Not sure if Laura Wolfhard is going to retire. It is actually a drinks break here at Loughborough. And we've had 13 overs, 5 overs to go. South Africa 109 for 2.
Who's coming on? Rah, rah, rah.
Welcome back. The University of Loughborough, a wonderful setting and one of the best cricket grounds certainly at university level. Here, hosting the warm-up match, South Africa against Ireland. These are the Ireland bowling figures, and you can see that most of the bowlers have travelled. That's going to be 4. Annery Derksen deciding that she's going to have some fun as well.
Yeah, she's joining the party, isn't she? She advanced down the track there.
Here we go, guys. Here we go,
A brilliant
girls,
strike of the ball, and with mid-off in the ring, it's a clear option for her. She's very strong straight, and you can see this here, just a wonderful strike of the ball. No risk whatsoever playing that shot.
Catch it. Good catch. Cara Murray takes a stinger. And well done. They needed that. Hasn't gone their way, Ireland, but this is a terrific catch.
Probably one of the hardest chances we've seen today, and it's brilliant off her own bowling. Derksen hits the ball hard, straight back at her, and the reaction here, diving to her left, was wonderful. Really smart piece of work there. And a brilliant little scrunchie to match the outfit. Annerik Derksen dismissed for 26 off 24 deliveries. 113 for 3, South Africa.
Yeah. Thanks.
Here we go, guys. Here we go.
Four to come.
And still these great names come in. Marizan Cup, what a wonderful cricketer over so many years for South Africa. And immediately is off the mark. But this is a heck of a good catch for Cara Murray. This ball was drilled back at her.
Yeah, Annerik Derksen makes full contact of this, diving to her left. It's a wonderful piece of work off her own bowling.
Yeah.
Hold.
Could be a catch. It is a catch. It's a very good catch. Alana Dalzell at long on. Now, Ireland just starting to believe in themselves. It's another good catch.
Well, they've regained momentum here, have Ireland, after the drinks break. South Africa gone hard, but 2 quick wickets brings them back into the game here. Pleased to see the back of Wolfart, who had a brilliant knock. Tried to clear the ropes once again, and it's a standard catch in the deep by Dalzell.
Takes it nonchalantly in the end. Shows that she was not nervous about it. 4 down then, and Cara Murray's got 2 for 12. So Laura Wolfart, that was a delightful innings. Great to watch. She's good to watch on any occasion. South African coach happy with his captain's efforts. 65 from 37. That's a strike rate of 176.
Yeah, she'll still be questioning why she didn't get 100. She's a perfectionist. You can see her shaking her head there, and how she could have created that shot. Nadine de Klerk at the crease.
Yeah, she's become one of the names in global cricket on the women's carousel. She really is. I think Cara Murray's done a grand job here for Ireland. And with her wrist spin, she's bowled Ireland back into the contest. 115 for 4 overs to go.
Yeah, buddy. Have you done your bow too? Yeah, you get that to your wall. Thank you. Here you go, George, here you go! Ava's coming on and Leah's going on.
No
I
worries.
think it's Leah. No, Rebecca.
Easy. Thank you.
Can I get left hand, please?
Absolutely.
Two new batters out in the middle.
Yep.
And the business end of the South Africa batting innings. The projected score just a shade under 150 for now. But hey, as long as Nadine de Clutch is out there, trust the scoring rate to go up in the blink of an eye. She's up against Dempsey. Joining me in the commentary box is Shabani Bhaskar.
Hello again, Anisha. A reminder, it's an 18 overs a side game here. Because of the late start, so 4 overs left.
Beautifully bowled. Shaping it back into the right-handed de Klerk. And keeping her company in the middle is, of course, South Africa's premier all-rounder, Marizanne Kaap, will have a big role to play, not just with the ball in hand today, but as far as South Africa's chances of lifting that elusive silverware is concerned with the upcoming T20 World Cup. Oh, that's a loosener, nutmegged. The wicket keeper as well, missed everything. And has pulled back in play just in time by the fielder. Some freebies being offered here by Dempsey.
Great commitment in the field though to pull it back. That was a hit me ball. Not much the keeper could do about it.
Kaap on strike.
Oh, yes, George. That's lovely, George.
Release this off the pads. Gets off strike.
When you talk about South Africa and their chances, a lot of experience in their squad. And that makes such a difference. They have all the skill sets covered. You have the all-rounders, your hitters, and your bowling department as well. Great variety.
Drilled it straight to cover. They're pushing for the single. Should challenge Kaap at the wicketkeeper's end, but she makes it easily in the end.
Yeah, good quick single. But to go with all of the skill sets, they have the experience now as well. playing leagues around the world, but also as a South African unit. They've been consistent in the ICC tournaments in the last couple of years.
Played straight down the ground. No boundaries so far. And speaking of experience, the biggest story, not just for South Africa at this World Cup, but also for the World Cup as a tournament itself, is the return of the smiling assassin. Hey, Shabnim. At 37, she brings in a wealth of experience, tournament experience in specific. Of course, the guile, the space, and a bit of theatre.
186 T20 international wickets to her name, and makes a comeback. Last played a T20 international in February of 2023.
Yes, George, yes, George!
She had 2 wickets in that game. That was against Australia.
That was the final in Cape Town. Newlands ended up on the losing side under Sunil Lees, the former captain nonetheless. And it set off South Africa on a golden run of sorts. Oh, just chopped onto her pads. This has been a good over so far, despite that wide up front. End of the 15, South Africa 121 for 4.
Yes, George. Hang on. Dazzy, I need...
The most successful bowler for Ireland in the recently concluded Tri-Series, Eva Canning, finally introduced into the attack. Big heave, flamboyant effort for no connection whatsoever from Nadine de Klerk.
We were talking about this off comms, Anisha. Surprised that Eva Canning did not take the new ball in the power play in the first few overs, because she is someone who swings the ball prodigiously. She started well here today.
De Klerk goes offside. You're absolutely spot on, Shabani. More so knowing that she was the player of the series in the Tri-Series, which also featured West Indies and Pakistan. Ireland finished second, trailing eventual champions West Indies. But they had a terrific outing throughout that series in Clontarf, Dublin, with Ireland going on to defeat West Indies for the first time in T20I history in the women's game. Wavered from Canning, should be wide, and they are going to pick up a single of it.
Yeah, talking about that Tri-Series, yes, the famous win against the West Indies, but also chasing down 176 against Pakistan. That was a good feat as well. They did it with 5 balls to spare and 7 wickets in hand. So plenty of confidence for this Irish side coming in to these warm-up games and then the eventual World T20 as well.
Yes, Shaves.
Dot ball, precious at this juncture. Just goes on to show just how good Canning can be. In blustery conditions especially. So it was quite interesting to see Gabby Lewis, the Ireland skipper, to start off the innings with a left-arm spinner and then hold back Canning as late as the 16th over.
Trying something new, trying something different, and surprising everyone.
De Klerk goes leg side, 1 bounce to the deep square leg fielder. Didn't get the elevation, thankfully for her, because there was a fielder positioned at that very position.
Yes, Shaves, yes, Shaves! Sorry.
To gulp it down.
But when you look at it on the flip side, this game, an opportunity to see what your other bowlers can do with the new ball as well. To see what the different combinations may be, depending on conditions.
And castled. Eva Canning strikes in her very first over, and Marizan Kapp is not pleased with her choice of stroke play.
Looking to go behind square on the leg side. Moved way across her crease. But Ava Canning was right on target, did not waver, stayed on the stumps. You miss, I hit, and Ava Canning hits the stumps. In her first over, picks up Marizanne Kapp. She has a chuckle about it, but she will be kicking herself. Kapp goes for 3, 125 for 5, South Africa.
One ball remaining.
Here you go, Shaves.
This is middle.
That is middle.
And here comes Kyla Reniake to the middle, a former junior javelin world champion who's brought that same explosive power to her cricket. 20 years old, about to play her first T20 World Cup. Wide, dot ball. And what a terrific strike that was from Canning in her very first over, taking out the big wicket of Marizanne Kapp. Tried some ingenuity, did South Africa's premier all-rounder. In the end, ended up losing her leg stump.
Kept it simple, Ava Canning, with that angle. She bowls it wide of the crease, wide on the crease, and angles it into the stumps and found her target.
Two of South Africa's cleanest strikers of the ball are out there in the middle now. Surely some fireworks in the offing. Fireworks it is. Full toss. And through the hands of the fielder. 6 runs for Nadine de Klerk. And what a strike that was. Sparkling from de Klerk.
She packs a punch. And does Nadine de Klerk. It was a low full toss, but you still have to put it away. Longer part of the boundary there as well. Just over Laura McBride.
Lofted. High. Didn't get the distance and taken. The enterprise from de Klerk is short-lived as Arlen Kelly picks up her second wicket upon her reintroduction. Good catch. It was up in the air for a fairly long time, and the fielder was circling underneath it.
Too much height, not enough distance from Nadine de Klerk. Looks to go back-to-back sixes. It's a difficult catch because there is quite a bit of wind across the ground. Got close enough and held on to it, did Hunter. De Klerk goes for 11, 131 for 6.
Any thoughts on the rollers?
Any idea what's going to roll you?
That's disgusting.
I have to be careful. Don't be gossiping near me, Dad. Oh, you didn't? Not to bother on. What's that, please?
Off stand. Fraction of no match, JJ.
Wicketkeeper batter Sunalo Jafta
Here you go, Alf.
joins Kyla Renrique after the departure of Nadine de Klerk. Kelly has been the standout bowler from the Irish ranks today,
Oh, yes, Arlo.
challenging the woodwork once again. And her discipline, as was on view during the global qualifiers in January in Nepal, Shabani, has once again brought her great dividends.
Light roll of 5 minutes.
One of the more experienced players in this Irish outfit. With the ball and bat, she plays a key role.
Try going back in the cross. Tempting fate as Sunalo Jafta.
Yes, Arls, yes, Arls.
We look at 2 periods of play. Gone really well for Ireland. After the drinks break, after 6 overs, and then again after 13. After 6, they kept it quiet, picked up a wicket as well. After 13, they picked up a couple.
This time the cut connects, but not immaculately. Enough to let Jafta get off strike and off the mark. First runs on the board for the spunky wicketkeeper batter of South Africa's. What has Renyeke got up her sleeves? Made heads turn with her ODI debut, T20 debut, picking up Player of the Match awards for fun. Oh, that's a lusty blow. It's gone miles up in the air, but easily gobbled up by Louis Little.
Let's see over.
Well judged by Louise Little. And Kelly gets a second wicket in the over. The experienced Kelly picks up third. Going for the big heave. Not getting the distance. It is the longer part of the ground. The squares are longer here than the straights here in Loughborough. And Renyeke goes for a 2-ball duck, 132 for 7.
Your dad heard me whispering, go in. Yeah. Here we go, Shaves. Off stump, please.
A little bit away. Yep, that's off stump.
Thank you. That was right on the back.
Last over of the innings underway. And it's Eva Canning in operation. With the bat in hand, Sanalo Jafta is kept company by Shabnim Ismail. She's made the headlines in the lead up to the ICC Women's T20 World Cup 2026 England and Wales. A lot rests on her experienced shoulders. Down the leg side, should be wide once again, but good work from the wicket keeper.
Wicket keeping can be a thankless job. Moved well, got her hands to it. Yes, didn't collect it cleanly, but she got her hands to it and ensured that no extra runs were given away.
This has been a fine comeback from Ireland in the last 25 odd balls. 5 wickets, triggering a mini collapse. Flicked. And should pick up a second run. Shabnim Ismail seemed far more interested in it than the striker Jafta herself.
She played it into space. Protect her. She's been a live wire on the field, chasing those balls down, whether to her left or her right.
Can South Africa get closer to that 150 run mark? And knocked her over. Eva Canning does it once again. And the collapse continues and deepens further late into the innings for South Africa.
Absolutely no room to work with. Too close to cut. And Jafta gets that inside edge and knocks her stumps back. Eva Canning. No celebration, she says, nice and easy, just keep it simple. Jafta goes for 3, 135 for 8, South Africa.
Jumi might be left. She might be left.
Oh, you know that if it's going to be nice, it's going to be bottom edge.
Yeah.
Thought we were doing all right for a while.
Yeah. Well, they said there was going to be rain about 11:45.
Oh, they're pretty accurate.
That was 45 minutes ago.
Oh.
So maybe not.
3 balls left in the South African batting innings in the first warm-up of the ICC Women's T20 World Cup 2026. And out in the middle with the bat in hand is Tumi Sekukune. The 150 run mark looking quite far away as the South African tail has been exposed thanks to some brilliant bowling in tandem by Eva Canning and Arlene Kelly.
They've been absolutely brilliant, but Tumi Sekukune always comes out and takes guard as if she's a right-hander. But she's a left-hander, confuses everyone.
Got away, good fielding. Denies Sekukune. the single. Gabby Lewis, the Irish skipper, will any day take an under 140 total, wouldn't she?
And the bowlers are doing it for her. Eva Canning picking up another one. The tight lines she's stuck to, and it's paying dividends.
It's the outside edge, a dot ball. They have come with far greater regularity, the dots, towards the closing overs in the South African innings. They were scoring at close to 10 runs an over in the power play, and that has dipped to 7.5 or thereabouts as the last ball of this innings comes up. Sekukune on strike. Here she goes aerial. Falls in no woman's land. A tame end to the South African batting innings as they finish on 136 for 8 wickets, largely propelled by that sparkling 50 by their captain Laura Wolfart.
Ireland have done extremely well to restrict South Africa to 136. So 137 will be their target, and all the wickets largely coming after the second drinks break after the end of 13 overs. An easy difference of 20 to 30 runs, I'd say. The way they bowled, on target, good plans, great execution, and holding on to the catches as well.
Just look at the smile on skipper Gabby Lewis's face with the substitutes Biv on. Her bowling attack have given a great account of themselves. The coaching staff, led by Lloyd Tennant, is equally pleased. Never easy restricting this power-packed South African batting side to under 140. And here is a look at how South Africa's batters went about their business. Laura Wolfart, hey, her 50s have been as inevitable as death and taxes this season. Top scorer with 65, that's her 7th 50-plus score in 10 innings since the start of the New Zealand tour in late March. And she did get some support from Annery Dirksen. And further down, not much to write home about, thanks largely to a collapse triggered by that partnership with the ball in hand between Eva Canning and Arlene Kelly.
They made life difficult for all the other batters other than Laura Wolfart. Arlene Kelly finished with figures of 3 for 29 in her 3. Marianne Canning accounting for 2 wickets apiece, and Amy Maguire bowled exceedingly well after her first over and picked up that 1 wicket. They restricted South Africa to 136 and picked up 8 wickets in the 18 overs.
Ireland need 137 in their allocated rain-reduced 18 overs here in Loughborough to eke out a win against their much-fancied opponents. And we'll be back with live action shortly as Laura Wolfart's South African bowling unit look to defend 136 under overcast conditions.
I'm here. So we've had the one innings here today, and South Africa, who were put into bat by Ireland, have scored a 136. Ireland found it tough going early on, but that was the end of Sunny Luce. A very good catch by Rebecca Stockel at cover. And the left arm spin accounting for Tasmin Brits, who came down the pitch. Cara Murray taking a very good caught and bowled. There's a stinging catch that. Laura Wolfart tried to go for the big six and was caught by Alana Dalzell at long on. Marizanne Kapp lost her stumps. And Ireland just bowled themselves back into the contest with some good catches out in the deep. Ball was up in the air for a long time. Amy Hunter was out there, relieved of the wicket-keeping duties. And again, with South Africa looking to clear the boundary, Louise Little picking up a good catch. The stump's been rattled by Ava Canning, and Ireland coming back strongly. So 8 wickets down, and South Africa largely through Laura Wolfart with that 65, who anchored the innings, and Annarine Derksen with 26. 136 for 8 in the 18 overs. The match reduced to 18 overs because we had early morning rain. And it was good to see how Ireland got themselves back in through the bowling largely of Kelly. 3 for 29 in her 3 overs, 2 for 13 Cara Murray, Ava Canning 2 for 8. So 137 is the target for Ireland here in this warm-up match at Loughborough University.
Are we on? Yeah, I think it's me and her.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Done.
Fabulous, thank you. Sorry,
No problem.
too busy chatting away.
The sun has just started peeking out here in Loughborough for the first of the 12 warm-up matches across 3 warm-up venues, Loughborough, Cardiff and Derby, ahead of the big dance the 10th edition of the ICC Women's T20 World Cup England and Wales 2026, which gets underway in 6 days' time. A look at the two groups. Group A being dubbed on social media as the Group of Death, and it has 6-time champions Australia along with reigning ODI champions India and of course South Africa, who have made it to the finals of the last 3 ICC Women's Global Tournaments. Group B comprises hosts England, holders New Zealand, and of course 2016 champions West Indies.
Yeah, really tough group, that Group A. And South Africa have a really hard running with Australia the first game, then Pakistan, and then on to, just looking at the fixtures here, the first game, Australia in Manchester, South Africa, then Pakistan in Birmingham, and then on to India in Manchester. So their destiny will be decided within those first 3 games, it feels, because the 2 weaker teams in the tournament, Netherlands and Bangladesh at Bristol and Lords, it feels like will work out quite quickly whether they've qualified for the semi-final.
And the going won't be easy for Ireland, who will be featuring in their 5th ICC Women's T20 World Cup. They've played 17 matches to date and are yet to eke out their first win at a Women's T20 World Cup. They're up against their European rivals, Scotland, in exactly a week's time from now in Manchester, and then go on to face England, the hosts, New Zealand, right after both times in Southampton, and round out their campaign in the group stages in Bristol. And here in Loughborough, the action is back on the warm-up fixture between Ireland, led by Gabby Lewis, and South Africa, helmed by Laura Wolfart, who was the standout performer with the bat in hand in the batting innings, stroking a stroke-filled half-century. And here, with the thinking cap on, she'll have a big role to play.
Yeah, and a big toss for Gabby Lewis to win today. She put they put South Africa into bat, and it's cleared up. It was dewy and grey and overcast earlier, but we're starting to see the sunshine here in Loughborough. Beautiful day now with some blue sky. It'll be Alana Dalzell to open the batting for Ireland, and she will be partnered at the other end, who's facing the first ball, Amy Hunter. 62 innings, she scored over 1,500 runs for Ireland, so one of the more experienced players in the Ireland attack. They are a young team, but facing Marizanne Kapp, one of the deadliest bowlers in world cricket. 121 matches, 93 wickets. She's got an unbelievable record, and just makes things happen at the right time, does Kapp.
I love the use of the adjective for Kapp, deadliest. And things are only going to get deadlier when she's reunited with the ball in hand in the opening overs with her long-time new ball partner, Shabnim Ismail. And here Ireland have opted to go in with the same opening batting combination as the one they fielded in the Tri-Series in the absence of Gabby Lewis. Lewis, however, is playing today's game, but it's going to be Marizanne Kapp with the first ball, and played diffidently. A copybook defensive stroke from Hunter for the first ball of this Irish chase.
Well, straight on the money from Kapp. You expect nothing less from Marizanne Kapp. Got a nice bit of shape. Saw that from the Ireland innings as well, that they had shape with ball in hand with the cloud coverage and how overcast it has been.
There is that shape. Started off on leg, just drifted away towards the middle stump. First runs on the board. Hunter off the mark with a single.
Kapp being partnered with Ismail with the new ball, it just gives that extra threat in the power play for South Africa. It really does strengthen the bowling attack, and it's an intimidating attack to face for Ireland. Hunter looked unfazed there, but the experience she's got was able to play Kapp with ease first up.
Alana Dalzell, bowling all-rounder, facing her first ball of the innings. Lots of room offered, and up goes the finger. Barely an appeal from Marizan Cup. And Dalzell falls for a golden duck in the very first over of the Irish chase.
Well, Cap, head in hands. It wasn't her best ball that she'll have ever thrown down the wicket. Wide of the off stump, and it's a thick inside edge. And departed. 1 for 1. Our Ireland now, after that wicket of Dalzell. First ball, caught by the keeper Jafta, bowled by Cap. Ireland are 1 for 1.
Gabby Lewis, the skipper, struts out onto the field of play, playing her first competitive match since that injury she copped during the Women's One Day Cup, playing for Lancashire, your former team.
Yeah, she just scored 100 as well in the previous match, so is in some great form. Be her first competitive match since April. You can see one of the leading run scorers for Ireland.
Pushed onto the back foot. Deftly played by Gabby Lewis, off the mark with a single first ball.
Scored over 3,000 runs for her country, and that's why she gets picked up around the world in domestic cricket, in franchise tournaments. Makes real impact and plays innings that wins games teams. That's what she did for Lancashire in the Metro Bank One Day Cup. She'll be looking to do that for Ireland this ICC World Cup.
Uses the feet and swats this. A good looking stroke for no runs from Amy Hunter. She wants to dictate terms against one of the most venomous bowlers there is in world cricket, and that was the take from Sunalo Jafta, sending Alana Dalzell back for a golden duck. Last ball of the cap, first over coming up. Nudged towards the short third fielder, and that ends the first over. 1 wicket to the name of cap. Ireland 3 for 1.
Ja, alsjeblieft.
Thank you.
There are few sights in women's cricket quite like Shabnim Ismail charging in with the new ball in hand. And it's time for South Africa, their fans and the whole world to tune in and take note of this fiery customer plying her trade once again in international cricket. Stepped away after that T20 World Cup final in Cape Town in 2023 and is back once again, donning yellow and green, trying to help South Africa lift their maiden Women's World Cup. Innovation once again, good connection, and that's a way to greet Shabnim Ismail. Goodness gracious me, that's audacity from Amy Hunter.
All smiles from Amy Hunter there. What a way to greet Ismail. She knows that she's going to target the stump, so it's a smart shot first up. Going up and over, fine. Just goes across the stumps and ramps it. Welcome to the crease, Amy Hunter. No respect for Ismail there.
Better line this time from Amy Hunter. Shabnim Ismail has led the headlines leading in, and Hunter doused some of that fire with that ingenious stroke. Perfectly timed, excellently executed, and brought up the first boundary for this Irish chase. just how good it is for somebody like Shabnam Ismail, part of the old guard, to come back into the mix, you reckon, Phoebe?
I think it just adds such a level of excitement to this South African attack. And what I really like about her return is that she got asked to come back and play for South Africa, which is really different to Dane and her return, who has knocked on the door and trying to prove a point.
Out comes that venomous short ball, adroitly judged by Hunter, got out of the way in time. Short-statured, but that menace in the bouncer, the short ball from Shabnam Ismail, it's still there.
Yeah, she's so quick, is Ismail. Quickest bowler, I think, within the women's game. And that short ball being deployed, first time we've seen it throughout this game. But yeah, she knows she's wanted in this team, and that's so important coming back in.
Brilliant! Amy Hunter picked up a 6 first ball in this Shabnam Ismail opening over and finishes it with a single, 1 ball still to go.
Thank you.
And what an exciting time to be asked to come back into this South African team. They made the finals of the 50 over World Cup, and there's a bit more expectation on South Africa to qualify in the semi-final. They've got a tough group. They'll play Australia, they'll play India, both at the moment in contention as favourites. So a great addition to the squad.
Lasers this one into the thighs of Gabby Lewis. That's going to stay, I tell you. End of the second over. Ireland 10 for 1.
I think that's nearly hit her on the quad that she got injured on. Big grimaces from Lewis there.
Marzam Kaap operating from the far end up against Amy Hunter. Uses her feet. She sent this miles up in the air. It should be an easy take for Honoree Dirksen. And it is. Hunter departs for just 9 runs as Marzam Kaap picks up her 2nd wicket.
1 shot too many there from Hunter. Comfortable catch in the end from Dirksen. Goes high. There isn't a lot of movement here from Honoree Dirksen. Able to get underneath that and catch that comfortably in front. 2 wickets for Kaap. 10 for 2, Ireland.
Thanks for telling me that. Please, tell me your phone next time first. Please.
New batter in is Rebecca Stockel, 26 years old, right-hander. Very useful and adaptable option for Ireland. Was used largely in the middle order during the global qualifiers in Nepal in January before being promoted to number 3 in the recently concluded Tri-Series. She has 75 T20I caps and is due to make her 100th appearance across formats for Ireland come the Women's T20 World Cup. Dot ball. And Kaap has looked in excellent form in this opening spell of hers, picking up 2 big wickets, sending back both the openers.
Yeah, she's not left the stumps at all as Kaap. She's so threatening with the new ball. Just watching back this wicket, Hunter tries to advance down the track, but with Kaap holding a line, it's a simple catch in the deep from Honoree Dirksen.
Good, Shaba!
That was a throw from Shabnam Ismail. She was disappointed with her effort. Quite an animated reaction from Ismail. There was a chance of a direct hit at the non-striker's end, missed it by a mile in the end. An outside edge once again. It's a heavily packed offside field for Gabby Lewis. 25 years old, made her debut in 2014 against this very opposition, South Africa, and has been such a great servant for Irish cricket. One of the first players in the country in the women's game to get a professional contract, has evolved into such a role model.
Not a way to come back after injury, to be facing up to Marizanne Kapp, who just hasn't left the stumps for Lewis, and she's actually played
inside.
Welcome back, Gabby Lewis, to cricket. First competitive game since February, and you get that sort of nut from Ismail.
We've had to do a lot of welcoming across the board in this match. Cheeky single. Ball gets off strike. Perhaps the best ploy to adapt when you're up against Shabnim Ismail. Hey?
Yeah, there's no better place to watch Shabnim Ismail bowl but from the non-striker's end. I think that's certainly where I'd want to be anyway. She's got some gas about her, and it's nice to see her bowling those world-class deliveries ahead of an exciting ICC T20 World Cup in just 6 days' time.
Oh, just beaten ever so close to that off stump of Rebecca Stockles. Both Kapp and Ismail have threatened the outside edge as well as the stumps of the Irish top order, triggering a collapse. 17 for 3 as we inch closer towards the last ball of the 4th over. The power play, remember, is only 5.2 overs long. Uses the feet and drills it down the ground. Absolutely whacked that, beating the outstretched left hand of Shabnim Ismail in a follow-through. End of the 4th over, Ireland 21 for 3.
I'll give it that.
I'm not going to be like it lower left and I'm going to play panic. Okay. And then it cuts short.
Shot. Shabi!
The first match of today's doubleheader in the warm-up stretch of the 10th edition of the ICC Women's T20 World Cup 2026 is underway here in Loughborough. It's Ireland in pursuit of 137 runs against a venomous pace striker of Shabnim Ismail, Marizanne Kapp. And remember, there's also Ayawanga Kaka in the mix. The clouds cleared briefly during innings break. From the looks of it, we'll have a full 18 overs aside contest. New bowler in, Tumi Sekukune. With an offer, cut away straight to the fielder at point.
Yeah, a little bit of width there. First up from Sekukune. Paul not able to take full advantage of that. He's played 45 matches for South Africa, taken 47 wickets, so usually does quite well in the middle phase for South Africa. It's quite a new role for her with the ball in the power play.
Noddle off the pads, a single for Paul. And what a fine few weeks we have ahead of us, Phoebe. The 10th edition of the showpiece event in women's world cricket. 12 teams, the biggest edition yet, speaks to the growth, the rapid strides women's cricket has made in the past decade. The competition will feature Netherlands for the first time and will be played over 33 matches and 24 days, all of it culminating with a final at Lord's come July the 5th. Should be adjudged wide, and that is the signal from Claire Polosak. And speaking of the growth of the game, the ICC has also pushed hard to make sure that the growth extends beyond the players. And you look at the umpires, they have announced that there will be an 18 all-female match officials panel at the upcoming 10th edition. And the most experienced of them, of course, the woman on the screen right now, Australian Claire Polosak. Oh, that's a shot and a half, I tell you, from Rebecca Stokel. Hammered over the bowler's head.
That's a great strike from Stockel. Just able to let her hands play through this. A little bit Laura Wolfart-esque in the first innings. Taking her total up to 10 off 6 deliveries.
Pinged on the pads, wanted the single, sent back by the non-striker Paul.
I couldn't agree with the growth of the tournament, and I think it's so exciting this year that 12 teams are able to qualify for the ICC World Cup. Previous years it's been 10, but it's given an opportunity for the likes of Ireland, Netherlands, Scotland to be participating in this year's ICC World Cup, and it's so good for the global game.
A shot straight out of a dream from Rebecca Stokel. She's taking the attack to Tumi Sekukune, and this time with that lusty blow sends it well over the rope. 6 runs for Rebecca Stokel.
And it gives opportunities for players like Stockel to come down the track and hit that straight down the ground. It's a huge 6. It's above the side screen. So good from Stockel. And that is why we want to see more teams participating in these global tournaments. So amazing, exciting week ahead.
Brilliant. Brilliant.
Copybook defensive stroke to close out that expensive first over from Tumi Sekukune. 12 runs coming off it. Ireland 33 for 3 after the close of the 5th.
Because we bought it once we got this, I got some. This is the 5th over, hey? It is. So you've got 2 balls. You've got 2 overs power play. And then the power play ends. Okay. 2 balls, yeah, sorry. The first 2. The first 2 balls. Oh, this one.
Well, this is certainly one of the talking points of this tournament for South Africa. It's the return of Shabnim Ismail, this gifted fast bowler. And Shabani Baksar alongside former USA captain. I think Shabnim brings to the equation, brings for South Africa a dimension that not a lot of teams have. Sheer pace and loads of experience, Shabani.
Absolutely, Alan. The variations she possesses as well. You mentioned the pace, sheer pace, and she's fairly small in stature. She's not all that tall, she's not all that big, but so athletic. And in the field as well, she's so quick across the turf and takes some spectacular catches.
Shabnim Ismail is everything that a fast bowler should be. She's aggressive, she breathes fire, and it all starts, she walks back and she's brewing with hostility. Lovely run up. She loves bowling fast, she loves knocking the stumps, and if she's not knocking the stumps, she loves hitting opposition batters. she is, for me, one of the great competitors in global world cricket, male or female, and I think she brings a dimension for the South Africans that in a tight contest will get them over the line.
You mentioned aggressive, but she's also so calm because she knows her skills. She's honed them over the years. She has the experience. Yes, 37, but with it 186 T20 international wickets. And although she's been away from the international scene, we've seen her in global leagues. And as we can see, the way she's running in, she's in good rhythm.
Yeah, and a change of angle now as well, because it's not a problem for someone of her experience to change the trajectory, to come round the wicket to the left-hander. Quite a few bowlers in the men's game and the women's game find that they can't come round the wicket. They're used to bowling on one side of the stumps, and for this fantastically combative cricketer, it's nothing. It's all in her stride.
Direct hit could have been interesting, but not just her bowling and her fielding. Even with the bat, she is a combative cricketer. If you need a 6, she will look to hit it. We've seen that happen time and time again. She is a fighter, and that's a quality you can't buy anywhere.
Yeah. No, she was well home. There wasn't really a chance of a run out there. Look at that, bright sunshine. And what has been a gloomy day, the sun is shining. Another match to follow here today, of course, New Zealand. Ooh, good pace, good heat. Leah Paul wants that to be called a wide. It's the end of the over. 6 gone, 37 for 3.
That will be because it just kept growing. It just kept growing.
No, don't worry. You know, fine. Welcome back. University of Loughborough staging the first of 2 warm-up matches today. Marizan Kapp has caused early damage to the Ireland side. 2 for 8 in 2 overs. And early wickets tumbling here. Marizan Kapp, this was the end of Alana Dalzell. First ball, feet didn't really move. Marizan Kapp getting the usual shape, and she does it again here. Ambitious shot. And nicely taken by Derksen. So 2 down very early, Ireland, and then that was magnificent from Shabneen Ismail. Accounting for Gabby Lewis, the Ireland captain. If there's a gap, Shabneen Ismail will find it. Shabani, what do you reckon?
They don't want to show her anything. No bat pad gap. Don't show her your stumps, because that's where she will attack. And more often than not, she will find her target.
Nadine de Klerk, good economy, 7.5, 59 wickets. 3 for 7 her best. Medium pace, can bowl a decent off-cutter as well.
That's the one, Nate.
I was talking about this with Anisha Ghosh in the first innings. We were talking about South Africa and their squad and how they have all their bases covered. You have the sheer pace of Shabnam Ismail and Marzan Kaap, two fiery fast bowlers to start. And then you have Nadine de Klerk with her change-ups, very good at the death as well. Not express pace, but an extremely smart operator with the ball, and Aibonga Kaka as well. When you look at their pace attack, all bases covered. And then you have the spin of Mlaba. Just incredible, the options and the variety.
No, they do. They certainly have that.
Yeah.
Earlier today we saw the South African captain Laura Wolfhard with a sparkling innings of 65. Great to watch. Laura Wolfhard. It was a cold morning, wasn't it, Shabani? It was cold here. Wasn't pleasant for bowlers, but it was pleasant on the eye to watch the South African captain. It's a bit of a hike, and it should be out. It is. It's gone. Tasmin Brits at a deep mid-wicket, very comfortably taken. And Ireland are losing too many wickets.
Nadine de Klerk has a knack of picking up wickets, and she's done it in just her third delivery. Goes shorter, but angles it into Stokel. Was looking to be aggressive yet again, but extremely well judged by Tasmin Brits. Set herself up nicely and received it with thanks. Stokel goes for 19, 39 for 4.
Oh, sorry.
That is middle there. Over the whistle is 3.
Yeah, go. Once I pull my yeah, do that.
New batter is Alice Tector. Here she is, 18 years of age, Alice Tector, from a very famous family in Dublin. The Tectors, Harry Tector, of course, with the men's senior team, Jack and Tim, the brothers, and so it's a family steeped in sport and cricket, and I know that parents Heatley and Anita will be very proud of this moment, watching their young daughter playing here for Ireland in a World Cup. Doesn't matter that it's a warm-up, she's playing, she's in the squad. Be some butterflies there, Shabani, won't there?
You have to manage them. With the likes of Marzan Kaap, Shabnam Ismail, Nadine de Klerk all playing, you have to face them. That seems to be the Irish side. Plenty of families coming through. Whether it's the Joyce family, the Little family, the Tector family. So good to see.
End of the over, it's 40 for 4. Looks like we're going to see some left arm spin, Nonkululeko Mlaba.
Give yourself room though.
To bowl her left arm spin. I think she'll enjoy bowling here. Pitch is just giving something to pace and to spin. Mlaba. Ooh, well bowled. She likes to give the ball some air, and I think that's the correct way of bowling on this pitch.
The pace is key, I feel, to get that bit of grip and turn. Although there is grass covering, and the slip comes in just for that, because she tosses it up, gets the ball to turn a touch.
Good confident stroke from Alice Tector. She literally just came down the pitch. She hadn't. I doubt for a moment that she's played against Nonkululeko Mlaba, so she's immediately left the comfort of the crease. I like that. Here she is, Nonkululeko Mlaba. 72 wickets, economy at 6.4. Brilliant. 4 for 29, her best. Great competitor. Ambitious, and it works. Leah Paul, premeditated, and gets the reward.
Well executed. Switched her feet early, but she stays nice and low and keeps that bat going through like a hockey shot. And that was the key to ensuring she had good contact on that ball and took it to the boundary.
It's very important here now that Leah Paul and Alice Tector spend some time in the middle. It's a warm-up match. Yes, you'd like to win it, but spending time in the middle is, for me, a prerequisite in this warm-up match. No point in, I don't think, being 75 all out. And if you're not, you're going to use the overs.
And I also see Leah Paul. She plays a different role. Yes, we talk about Gabby Lewis and Orla Prendergast and Amy Hunter, but as a left-hander, as the lone left-hander in the side, she can wreak havoc for the other teams as well.
Well bowled. Nice line. I think she's been attacked by a wasp. Oh, pandemonium out there. She's okay. But again, a good line. And the slip is in place. You need that with the ball just leaving that outside edge. Bowled and well played as well.
Brilliant left.
That's the end of the over. 47 for 4.
Alsjeblieft.
Please, man.
Minus 5 minutes left to each lineup. Can you just let Gia know that the camera at that end?
So Alice Tector got a single off the last ball, so she's going to be facing Nadine de Klerk here now. 1-3-6 the target. It's good. That's good from Ireland. You want to keep the scoreboard ticking over. A couple of singles here and there, and the bowlers will get fed up with that. You keep taking singles, and occasionally you're going to get the bad ball you can put away for 4.
It's a test of patience for both the batters and the bowlers, who can hold their nerve for longer. You want to frustrate the bowler and bowl to the right-left combination.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, those are the kind of singles that, as a bowler, you really don't like giving away. You're just leaking runs. And it's, even though the scoring rate is going up, because Ireland are chasing 1-3-6 in 18 overs. The match reduced to 18 overs because we had a delayed start here at Loughborough University.
Okay.
And with the right-left combination, the field has to keep changing as well. And at times, there could be a lapse in concentration and the angle of the fielder might be slightly off, which can present opportunities for the batters.
An important position there in that short mid-wicket to Kayla Reineke. She's just standing on the square. Will fly in the eye. So if you can cut those singles off, that helps the bowler as well.
Yeah, that tight mid-wicket fielder. We don't always see that nowadays with the power game that's come in.
Well played. Late adjustment from Alice Tector. She might get 3. No, she won't.
Dirksen does well. Gets across the turf quickly and puts in the throw. Pacer, you get that throw in quickly.
Short.
Good night.
Put away. 2 fielders back on that leg side boundary. 50 on the board for Ireland. They've lost those 4 early wickets, and the top order has been decimated here. So this is a bit of a reboot.
Players thought it was the over up. But one more ball to go. There's the confusion of a couple of false starts from Nadine de Klerk and the changing over of the right-left combination. All of it works into a player's concentration.
Shot. Good shot. Straight as an arrow. Leah Paul is playing a good hand here for Ireland. It's 56 for 4.
Thanks.
Straight as an arrow. Great footwork, gets to the pitch of the ball. And also goes to the other side. Not the side where the bowler is bowling from, but the side where her non-striker is at. The safer option. And picks up a nice 4.
Sansa!
Kayla Reineke, the off spinner, into the attack for South Africa.
Good, 2 men. Boy,
Start of the 10th over. This innings, of course, 18 overs. The match reduced to 18 overs per side. At this stage, South Africa was 73 for 2. So Ireland behind it and the chase.
Brilliant.
But also a reminder that after the second drinks break in the first innings, after 13 overs, South Africa lost 6 wickets.
Here we go, Kayla!
And that was a difference of about at least 20 to 30 runs.
There it comes again. It's the reverse sweep, and she plays it so well. She's going to get another 4 here. Leah Paul is playing a gem of an innings for Ireland.
Keeps her eyes in the contact zone. Head not still, but steady. Eyes level. And the focus is on good contact. Excellent execution.
It is, isn't it? Because the way she's played it, she stays low on the shot. And also, she's worked out that it's pitching wide of her off stump, so she's making the calculations correctly. No run there. Yes, there is now. Tasmin Brits can't collected.
Here we go, good Kayla!
62 for 4. Leopold now on to 20.
Here we go, Kay!
Oh, she's got lucky. Alice Tector. She's getting runs for it though. She might have a little smile. Well done. It's gone for 4. It's 66 for 4. 10 gone.
Yeah, I saw it now. Yeah, you understand what I mean? Yeah. Yeah, I get it. That's an educated one, okay? Taz, you can come in. Yeah. Okay. For me. Over or around?
Sorry about that.
A nice little partnership brewing in the middle between Leopold and Alice Tector as Tumi Sekukune is reintroduced into the attack. And in the commentary box, I am Anisha Ghosh, joined by Phoebe Graham.
Yeah, welcome back. It's great to see these two building a partnership here for Ireland.
Wait! Straight to the shot that field. A chance of a run out there. Honoree Dirksen has both her hands on her head still. A bit of miscommunication from Sanalo Jafta, and there is that outstretched left hand from the wicketkeeper by way of an apology.
Something Shafali talked about earlier in terms of South Africa potentially sleeping a little bit in the field. It was a poor throw in, a missed run out opportunity.
Loud appeal. The infielders were as interested as the bowler herself was, but the umpire absolutely unmoved. Ball had shuffled across by quite a fair bit, and probably that saved her.
Yeah, Paul moved across early. She wanted to access behind the bat.
Uses her feet and drills this powerfully straight to Shabnam Ismailat. Long off. 26-run partnership this now in this chase of 137.
And that's really smart cricket, just using the shot down the ground to rotate the strike. The boundaries are quite short straight here at Loughborough, really big out square, so targeting both behind the bat and straight down the boundary. All those boundary options, smart batting.
Pushed onto the back foot. Should pick up a single, in fact. They've got to push for the second, decide against it. Tasman Brits, mind you, is a former javelin thrower herself. Do not take on her arm. Almost made it to the Olympic Games. She has a chance come LA 2028 Olympics. No dearth of opportunities for women cricketers, I tell you.
Well, what's she going to do at the LA 2028 Olympics? Play cricket or throw the javelin? No, an amazing athlete, Tasman Brits.
Oh, brilliant!
Swivel pulls this one. Just a single run coming off it.
Great bowling there. Just came out of the palm of the hand, took all the pace off that. Paul had to wait in a crease for that delivery. Got a ripple of applause from her fellow teammates there. It was a really nice delivery. Good to see her using her tricks here, because she'll have to use them throughout the World Cup tournament.
Take the prances down the track once again. Picks up a single, will retain strike. End of the 11th over, Ireland 70 for 4.
Yeah, big ask here for Ireland.
Non-Kulolek Malaba the highest ranked bowler in the South African side on the ICC bowling rankings. Targets the stumps, pulled away, pushing for the couple. Easy 2 runs on the cards, deftly executed.
Yeah, the threatening left arm of Malaba. It's been so effective across world cricket at the moment. And batters looking to find different plans to play the left arm spin.
Had to wait on that delivery.
So good, Mama.
Had charged
Brilliant
down the
bowling.
track much before Malaba had even released it. And speaking of the efficacy of the variety of the South African spin attack, it bears reminding that Keshav Maharaj, a titanic men's South African spinner, worked with this bowling unit during the India series earlier this year.
Oh, brilliant, lefty.
Tries negating the length once again. So we've seen the majority of the island batters, Phoebe, use their feet. Not to great effect more often than not, but at least the enterprise is there.
Yeah, they're trying to target state, but really smart bowling, just taking pace off.
Brilliant bowling.
And Boulder there. Went a bit quicker, did Malaba, after flighting a couple of deliveries up. It's the quicker one that takes the wicket of Tector. 74 for 5. Our island now. South Africa taking full control of this game. You can just see that straightens. And it's a wonderful delivery. Tector departs for 17 off 17 deliveries. Ireland 74 for 5.
JJ, the last update we got, you guys were 5 minutes down. Ish, just as a heads up.
Okay. Here we go, yeah, ladies. Here we go. Let's rally.
Ireland still need 62 runs of the remaining 38 deliveries in this chase against a potent, multifaceted South African bowling unit. And in comes Lewis Little in the middle with a big task on her hands.
Let's go left. Let's go left.
Yeah, reasonably inexperienced in this Ireland team. Just the 21 innings. Striking at 100, but just the average of 10.
Yeah.
I think this is where the depth of teams are exposed when you become 5 down.
Starts off with a straightish delivery. Quick single taken. And that lethal arm ball of Malaba's has brought in great dividends once again. Straightens ever so late. Top of middle and leg. Curtains for Tector. Such a handful is this left arm spinner, known as Lefty, by way of a nickname. Not much ingenuity in that. I think the South African dressing room can put in much effort.
Innovative that as a nickname for Malaba. 76 for 5. Ireland in the 12th over.
Keep hustling, girls. 7 minutes down. Ja, Wolfie. Die spreek je al lang aan. Fair. Ja. In a
Same.
Ireland eyeing 60 runs of the remaining 6 overs in this 18 overs aside context. The first warm-up fixture of the 2 games here in Loughborough. Oh, she laps this with a plum. Should hurry to the boundary. Excellently executed by Leah Paul. And she's got a good measure of the surface and the opposition attack in this innings.
It's a great option for Paul here. Both third and fine are in the ring, so she just positions herself early. It goes up and over the keeper. Minimal risk. She knows that the first ball from Cap is going to be on the money, on the stumps, and that's why it's such a good option early in the over.
Drilled along the carpet. Shabnam Ismail has a laugh, and why wouldn't she? Both herself and a skipper putting in the dive to apprehend the delivery, and they do well. Just a single yielded of that effort.
What I love about that boundary is how excited the Ireland teammates are watching in the dugout. You can hear them with great roars when Paul played that scoop shot to Cap.
Pinged on the pads. Paul wants the single. She wants to have the strike, and why not? She's really looked set in this innings and been a standout batter in the Irish ranks today. And speaking of the Ireland dugout, tell you what, we haven't seen Orla Prendergast either in operation with the ball in hand, and she usually bats at number 3 and number 4. Hardly any signs of her.
Yeah, very handy with ball in hand as well. She is an important all-rounder for Ireland. She's not in kit. Got the bib on. Slightly concerning, as you'd want her playing in this big game, so we haven't had any news on Pendergrass, but she isn't playing this game. Hopefully she'll be all good for their opening game against Scotland in Manchester in 6 days' time.
Speared into the base of the stumps. Shabnam Ismail threatening to have a direct throw. A very presence around that outfield, I tell you, Phoebe. Commands such respect. One of the fielders with best ground coverage on the outer side of the field, and on that occasion too, just denying the batters a single run. Oh, misfield from Cap, and once again the ball finds Shabnam Ismail.
Yeah, I think it's really important that the South African teammates keep high standards here in the field. It really sets precedent how they will field across the tournament, and we've seen within many games across women's cricket that it's all about the fielding. Fielding can win you games of cricket. So keeping the standards here and ensuring that they beat Ireland convincingly will put a lot of belief in the South Africa attack.
Ingenuity once again, and easily gobbled up by Nonkululeko Malaba. An enterprising knock from Leah Paul comes to an end as she departs for a 27-ball 29, and Marizan Cap has a 3-wicket haul, a deserved one as well.
Watching this back, she sets early but isn't being able to create any elevation because Cap bowls that nice and full, and it's a simple catch in the end for Malaba. Ireland 82 for 6 now. Players are going to take a short drinks break.
It's been a terrific performance from South Africa's six-prong bowling attack in this warm-up fixture against Ireland in Loughborough. Marizanne Cup once again head and shoulders above the rest with a superlative 3-wicket haul. The last of those wickets of the left-handed Leah Paul, top scorer. Tried being cheeky once again, but the fielder adroitly positioned and she found her. Ireland, meanwhile, need to find an additional 54 runs in the last 5 overs. And that's a way of getting to the mark. A lusty blow straight into the side screen from Lewis Little.
What a strike down the ground that is from Little. That's absolutely huge. She advanced down the track and took Malaba on. Wonderful strike.
Oh, yeah! Well, that was an absolute travesty of her own name. Big from Little. And look at how emphatic that stroke was. Smacked the leather of that one, and it went all the way for a maximum. And this time scampers over for a quick single.
The equation is still doable here for Ireland. I think where it feels like the game is South Africa is because they don't have the same depth in the batting lineup. But shots like that will fill them with so much belief and make it possible. It'd be awesome to see this go down to the final over.
Reverse, well connected. Make that the second boundary of this over. Exquisite stroke making from Lewis Little. It's Christina Cooter-Riley this time around. Gets up the mark with a 4.
43 off 26. That's the equation. That's very, very possible, particularly with these two playing shots like that. Brilliant reverse sweep for 4. Taking Malaba down here.
And knocks her over. Malaba says, I've had enough. Through the gates and into the castle. And Nonkululeko Malaba has the last laugh in this short-lived duel between herself and Christina Cooter-Riley.
Well, that was far too much fun for Ireland there. Back-to-back boundaries. Malaba was hit for a 6. A reverse sweep for 4. She's come back with a quicker delivery there, and it's just taken the top of middle stump. She has the last laugh, does Malaba. And we see the dismissal of Cooter-Riley, 4 from 2. Ireland now 93 for 7.
Kelly gets up the mark. First ball as Malaba closes out her 3rd. A wicket taking over. Expensive one nonetheless. 14 overs gone. Ireland 94 for 7.
Equation is very much in favour, you would say, of the fielding side.
One.
42 required in the last 4 overs. Marion Kelly and Louise Little in the middle, and Shivani Baksha alongside. When you lose too many wickets early on, Shivani, it's difficult. You regroup and you've got to keep your foot on the accelerator.
100%. The top 3 missing out.
Good shot, is it? Yes, it is.
Good, Dex.
They do come back. 39, 22 balls. Yeah, as we were saying, the top order, unfortunately, the top three being dismissed for single-digit scores. Contributions from Rebecca Stokel, Leah Paul, Alice Tector.
Catch! Let's go, Nades! Let's go, Nades!
Lots of noise from behind the stumps. Rather than this, so the 18-year-old lively behind the stumps with the gloves.
Hi, Jeffers.
It does look like, yes, South Africa is in the driver's seat. But I would say Ireland have played well.
One.
Yeah, well, you've got to take, when you play these warm-up matches, you know, yes, you know, your Laura Wolfhart's going to pick up, she's going to score runs, and Marizanne Kapp's going to get wickets, but, you know, these are proven pedigree performers. It's the support players and those who are really breaking into the side. You want them to perform as well. So Louise Little, this is a chance for her to spend time in the middle, Shabani, just as it was for Alice Tector. Thought Alice looked very composed, very calm in the middle, and it's crucial time. You can have all the time in the nets, indoor school or outside, but it's that time in the middle against high-class opposition that really counts.
A good sharp work again from Sanala Jofta. As this 15th over comes to an end, 99 for 7.
Right, Shabnim Ismail with 37 required from 18. That equation is gradually slipping away from Ireland, especially when you've got the likes of Shabnim Ismail coming in. If you can work her away for a couple like that, keeps you in the hunt.
It turns it round the corner, uses the pace of Ismail. It's a great effect. She has the experience, does Kelly. With the angle, with the pace. Into the gap, picks up a 4 to start the over.
This wasn't the best ball from Shabnim, straying down the leg side, especially when your fine leg is up inside the circle. It's a better line altogether.
I mentioned that Ireland have played well in patches. In that first innings, some good bowling performances. Ava Canning was good, Arlene Kelly with wickets. Amy Maguire, yes, the first over was expensive, a touch expensive, and then coming back well. And some sparks in this chase as well. Rebecca Stokel, Leah Paul. It did seem like she was well home. Nadine de Klerk just getting her throwing arm warmed up for the tournament.
Yeah, it took her time. It's good practice. Well home. Boundary here. They're looking for boundaries. Full toss, smacked away by Louise Little. Really well fielded as well. Annerie Derksen it is out there. She has saved the boundary. That was cracked off the middle of the bat.
Sprinting away and putting in the dive. She was a couple of yards off the boundary.
I'd be just a little annoyed with myself if I was Shabnim Ismail, though, because you've just dished up a wide half volley that should have gone for 4. And a bowler of her pedigree shouldn't be doing that. Not now.
We've seen some wayward deliveries from her today. Not as consistent as we've seen her in the past. But that's the advantage of having these warm-up matches as well, to fine-tune these things.
Should only be 1. Sunelus, the fielder. 16 overs gone, just 2 to go, 107 for 7. The match is reduced to 18 overs per side, so 2 overs left here, 12 deliveries for Ireland to get close to this target. 29 they require. Marizan Kapp back into the attack. It's gone straight up in the air, should be out, should be catching practice. Sekune takes the catch. And it's another wicket down for Ireland. Louise Little's on the way back.
Looking to be aggressive and continuing in that vein. Unfortunately, all she could manage was a catch to point. Tumi Sekune setting up nicely. In the end, well held. A few nice shots from Louise Little, but she goes back for run about 13, 107 for 8 Ireland.
That's middle there. Over 5.
Ava Canning. And Marizan Kapp has picked up her 4th wicket. She's bowled well within herself. She's like a well-oiled machine. She just comes in and turns her arm over. She swings the ball. She shapes the ball. She's having fun. You can see that.
And with the new ball, starts on the stumps, swings it away, and then very consistent with the old ball as well. Whether she needs to pick up wickets or ensure that the runs don't go, she knows her options and executes them to perfection.
Well, if she's smart here, Marizan, she can pick up a 5-fer, and all bowlers like to have a 5 alongside their name. So if she gets one straight and full, she should be able to wrap this up. 28 from 9, the equations I think is out of Ireland's reach, but for Marizan Kapp for her to register a haul of 5 wickets.
A full and straight Yorker length on the stumps, that's what you go for.
That'll do, won't it? Could be a catch, could be a catch, could be a catch. Unfortunately, it's spilled. Tasmin Brits.
Did all the hard work, got to it as well, put in the slide. Unfortunately, grasped it. We were thinking Yorker, she went with the short ball. That's why she is as good as she is. Yeah, as she hit the ground, unable to keep it in.
The umpires called this a wide. I think that Marizan Kapp just needs to get this straight. Shabani, she's got 2 deliveries to go here.
It was the slower delivery, the off cutter. Erring in length and line.
Okay, smacked for 4. Erin Kelly is going to get Ireland tantalisingly close to this target. They might be 8 or 9 runs short at the end of the day.
She's going to keep fighting. That's the quality of Arlene Kelly. She is, yes, known more for her bowling, but she can bat. This is the character as well, shining through.
Short, pulled away. It's only 1. 2 fielders out there on that fence. End of the 17th over, 1 to go. It's 1-1-8 for 8. 18 required off the last. Tumi Sekukuni to bowl the last over. 18 required. Should be a chance. It is. That is a very fine catch. Nadine de Klerk out at long off, and she took a tumble as she took it, but it's a really good catch, this.
She timed the dive to perfection. It almost felt like she slowed down before she got to the ball so that it could be at a comfortable height when she puts in the dive. Nadine de Klerk doesn't miss. Arlene Kelly goes for 15, 1-1-8 for 9, Ireland.
Five balls left for Ireland, 18 required. They're 9 down. And it's Georgina Dempsey who's come in, the 21-year-old. Come on, Georgina, make a name for yourself. Come on. Well, that'll do. It'll just be a single. It might have put a bit of pressure on the last 4 balls if a boundary had been taken there, but I think Ireland, they've been recovering, haven't they, from the early loss of those 3-4 wickets.
And they've been without the services of Orla Prendergast today as well, with the ball and the bat.
One bowler.
Should just be 1. No, they should have pushed for the second. They're not getting these 2s.
I hope she's not struggling with an injury, Orla. I just hope it's her resting. She captained, of course, in that tri-series as Gabby Lewis was rested, and she's coming back from injury. Ideally, when both of them are playing together, they'll get some good partnerships.
Take them off. Nice piece of keeping. Sanala Jafta takes the stumps, and that's the end of Georgina Dempsey. 120 all out, Ireland. And South Africa have completed the contest here with a win at the University of Loughborough. South Africa won by 15 runs. Well, for a lot of players, I think, Shabani, it's been a good day, a good warm-up for this tournament.
Absolutely, from both sides. When you look at that first innings, Laura Wolfart, the standout performer, she had a great measure of this surface. A 65 at 170 strike rate. And some wickets for the Irish bowlers as well. And in this second innings, wickets for Marizanne Kapp, 4 of them. Incredible. Shabnim Ismail also finding some good rhythm. And some contributions with the bat.
Yeah, I think the worry for Ireland is the fact that we have not seen all of Prendergast today. No official word from the Ireland camp. This is the last wicket to go. Nice piece of glove work from Sanala Jafta. Tumi Sekukuni picking up the final wicket. It's a good look when your keeper's standing up and takes the ball and makes a smart stumping, but early losses, Hunter, Dalzell, Lewis, all going cheaply. And then we had Leah Paul, Alice Tector, Louise Little, Rebecca Stockel, and then Arlene Kelly with runs. 120 all out in 17.4. And the heavyweight bowling department for the South Africans made their experience tell. Some good bowling figures here. Look at Marizanne Kapp. She deserved 5. Well, she should have had 5. She had a number of drop catches. 4 for 24. A wicket apiece for Ismail and de Klerk. Sekukuni picking up 2 for 18. And Nonkululuku Mlaba 2 for 25. Summary of this warm-up match. South Africa 65 to Laura Wolfart, 135 for 8. And in reply, Ireland 120 all out. South Africa winning by 15 runs. The standout performers, Laura Wolfart and Marizanne de Kapp. Right, we'll take a break. When we come back, we'll be speaking to both the captains. About all of them, no.
She may just be resting and
Might be.
giving everyone else a go.
You need to do them over here. Why? Can you just Google South African women's... How do you say his name? I have to see it and write it down. It's one of those... It's a good Scrabble name. Mlanda. That's him. Mandla.
Mashimbi.
Mashimbi, yeah. That's it. Lovely. Thanks, Shivani. So we've now got a 45-minute break. be nice if they could get the next game started in 20 minutes, wouldn't it?
Whilst it's dry, you kind of want to get them out.
It looks like it's coming.
Yeah, it doesn't look great, does it?
Yeah, the radar says there is rain around us. It might also hit us.
Can you work your magic?
We've done well so far to get that first game on.
Yeah, we did.
Think just
Yeah,
going to be any
No.
Like there are, like the rain is avoided.
Well, we've had the first of 2 matches here at Loughborough University. Still to come, New Zealand, Bangladesh, but South Africa, Ireland. So South Africa, 135 for 8 in blustery, cold conditions. Laura Wolvaardt with a classy 65. And in reply, Ireland 120 all out. Leah Paul with 29, Alice Tector 17, Rebecca Stockel 19, and Marizanne Kapp 4 for 24. South Africa winning by 15 runs. Well, this is the first wicket to fall. Shabani Bakhshal alongside. They just had, you just felt, Shabani, that they had control with the ball from the start.
Yeah, Marizanne Kapp was on fire, and Shabnam Ismail as well. Great combination. The out movement of Kapp and the in movement of Ismail makes it so incredibly difficult as a batting side to contend with. Nadine de Klerk came in, and a great catch by Tasman Brits in the deep. And Mlaba weaving her magic as well. It was Kappy's day today. Picked up 2 in her first spell, came back, and kept it full and straight for the most part. And Mlaba just continuing. Great speed, great control on the stumps. And that was the 4th for Marizanne Kapp today. Well judged catch by Tumi Sekukune. But the wickets just kept tumbling, unfortunately, for Ireland. A great compilation of catches as we watch this, and that was the final nail in the coffin. Great hands from Sanalo Jafta.
Yeah, and when you just see a little highlights package like that, you can see that South Africa have done the basic things well. The bowlers, the spin bowlers have bowled well, the pace bowlers have gone through their actions well, fielders have taken catches. So I think South Africa have done well. Right, it's time to meet the captains, see what they have to say with Anisha Ghosh.
I've got with me the South African skipper, Laura Wolvaardt. Laura, congratulations on the victory. How pleased are you with the performance?
Yeah, pretty pleased that we got the win. I think we would have liked to do a few things a bit better. I think we were a little bit under par with the bat, especially with the way that we started. But very pleased with that bowling performance to bowl them all out and restrict them.
And there's a bit of an argument emerging, especially on social media. What's more inevitable, death, taxes, or Laura Wolvaart's 50 in this season?
Hopefully I can continue with that. Yeah, nice to get some runs. I think I'm just enjoying my batting at the moment. Trying to be really positive and sort of trying to take the game on a bit more in the power play, and it's been working. So it's nice to be in that mindset, and hopefully it can continue.
And there's been another player around whom there's been a lot of talk, Shabnam Ismail, back into the mix. How happy are you to have her experience in the bank and have her back in the side?
So happy. She's been awesome. I think she's still bowling pretty quick, and it's really nice 4 overs that I can bank on as a captain. And I think just the experience that she brings as well. She's obviously played the game for many, many years, and I think she made her debut before some of our players were born or in a similar year. So just to have that, the amount of knowledge about English conditions and stuff like that, I think she's been helping me a lot as a captain as well.
And speaking of experience, Marizanne Kapp with another 4-wicket haul. How delighted were you to watch your experienced Premier all-rounder going about her business with the ball the way she did?
Yeah, she's also been excellent with the ball and with the bat. She had a nice couple of knocks last week. So yeah, very pleased for her. Obviously had a bit of time out of the game, but it looks like she's picked up right where she left off.
Finally, looking ahead to the big dance, which begins next week, vying for that elusive first ever Women's World Cup. What is the mood in the camp like?
Yeah, mood's pretty high. I think we just really need to take it one game at a time, though. Obviously, we've made a couple of finals in the last few editions of this tournament, so we know we can do it, but we need to not think too far ahead. I think we need to keep focusing on one game at a time, and that one important game against Australia that we have first up.
Well, all the very best, and see you Tuesday against New Zealand. Thank you, Laura Wolfart, captain of South Africa, and in comes the skipper of Ireland, Gabby. What do you make of today's performance across the three departments?
Yeah, I think it was really good. I think, they started off well with the bat, but I think we pulled it back really well. Our death bowling has been really good. And yeah, it's something we've worked on. It's pulled off. And yeah, with the bat, we had great intent. Obviously lost a few wickets, but I think, the way we go about it and we want to take it on, I wouldn't fault anything.
How delighted are you with the performances of bowlers, especially in the likes of Arlene Kelly and Ava Canning? 5 wickets between them.
Yeah, really good. I think they're so vital to this team, and yeah, them in their prime at the minute is really good to see ahead of a World Cup.
And got to tell you that we were, as commentators, scratching our heads as to why Orla Prendergast did not ball or bat today. What's the reason? Is she nursing an injury? I hope not.
No, she's not. No, just precautionary. Yeah, she'll be back for next game.
Well, see you Tuesday, Gabby Lewis. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Emil.
Well, thanks to Gabby and thanks also to Laura. It's raining hard. The covers have come back on, and it's good for the captains to give us their thoughts post-match of this warm-up. Just to recap, South Africa put into bat 135 for 8. Laura Wolfart with another fine innings, 65 from her. And in reply, Ireland 120 with Marizanne Kapp picking up 4 for 24. South Africa winning by 15 runs. So the covers are on here, but coming up, we're still looking forward to seeing the defending champions, New Zealand, against Bangladesh. That is supposed to be local time in about 40 minutes' time, 3 o'clock. The covers have come on. We're hopeful for this nasty grey cloud that it will move over with some wind, but at the moment we reflect on a South African win and we look forward to New Zealand Bangladesh. That's it for the moment from Loughborough.